Dear students, today we'll see what do we mean by pulse position modulation, that is PPM. Now, according to the definition, in pulse position modulation, the position of the pulses should vary according to the instantaneous value of the modulating signal. That is what we have shown in this waveforms also. So here if you see, this is your modulating signal. This is the analog signal which is going to carry the message. And second we have shown is a PWM wave. Because here PPM we are going to generate after generating PWM. So here if you see P or WM, when the voltage is going positive, the width of the pulses are varying. And when the voltage is going negative, it is very small. When the voltage is going positive, it is very big. So here if you see, this width is large when the voltage is going more positive. This width is less when the voltage is going negative. So this is what we have seen in PWM, that is pulse width modulation. The width of the pulses will vary according to the instantaneous value of the modulating signal. Okay, so here the amplitude remains constant. This is amplitude remains constant. The time period remains constant, T. The time period remains constant, T. And only the width will vary. This width is going to vary. See here, you can see as it is going more positive, the width is large, and when it is going more negative, the width is less. So only the width of the pulses are going to vary in your PWM. Now, by using this PWM, what we have to do is, we have to take the negative, the falling edges of the PWM. You take the falling edges of the PWM, that is the trailing edges. And at that trailing edges, you have to give rise to a pulse. Whenever a trailing edge comes, you give rise to a pulse. Whenever a trailing edge comes, give rise to a pulse. Whenever a trailing edge comes, give rise to a pulse. Give rise to a pulse. Here also you are giving, here also you are giving. Now, this was your actual sampling time. This was where the pulse should have arisen. Now it has gone so much ahead. This was the time when the pulse should arise. It has gone so much ahead. This was the time when the pulse should arise. It has gone so much ahead. This was the time when the pulse should arise. This has gone so much. This was the time. It has gone so much. It has gone so much. So you can see here, as the modulating signal is going more positive, the pulse is going away from its original sampling time. Original where it was supposed to arise, from there it is shifting to some point, so that a distance will become more when the modulating signal is more positive. Similarly, that distance will become less, the original point, and when it is arising, that distance will become less when the signal is more negative. That means when the signal is going positive, from the actual origin point, the pulse will go ahead. And when the signal is going negative, from the actual original point, the pulse will come near to it. So that is how the position of the pulses are varying as your information signal is varying. Clear? And here if you see, the amplitude of the pulses will remain constant. The width of the pulses will also remain constant. The width also will remain constant. But what will vary is the position of the pulses. What will vary is the position of the pulses. So the pulses will go ahead. They will go ahead if the analog signal is going more positive. They will come before, they will come nearer when the signal is going more negative. That is how the position of the pulses are going to be. Okay. Now the advantage of this is, because your amplitude is constant, there is no interference of noise in PPM. And if there is any noise also, it can be separated. And the second advantage is, because the amplitude and the width of the pulses are constant, the power required to transmit every pulse will not vary. It will remain constant. So power is not going to vary. Clear? So these are the two main advantages of PPM with respect to PWM and PAM. Okay. So here one thing we have to know basically is, from your analog wave, first we have to generate PWM, and from PWM trailing edges we are going to generate PPM, which is called as pulse position modulation. So it is a modulation where the position of the pulses are varied according to the information wave or according to the modulating signal, whereas its amplitude and width will remain constant. So this is what is your PPM definition and waveforms. Now students, we will see how do we generate a PPM signal. So here you can see the block of it. So here the first block shows modulating signal source. So it is going to generate an analog signal like this. This is the modulating signal, which is your information signal. Then that will be converted into your PWM system by using a comparator. Okay, a comparator and ramp waves you are going to use, and you are going to generate a PWM wave. So here you can see your PWM wave. Now in this wave, the width of the pulses are varying according to the variation of the modulating signal. When the signal is going more positive, the width is more, and when the signal is going more negative, the width is less. Okay, now the next block is shown as monostable multivibrator. Now this multivibrator input point is the trigger input of monostable multivibrator. Trigger input. Now the pulses which comes have to trigger the monostable multivibrator. They are going to trigger the monostable multivibrator when the falling edge or the trailing edge comes. Whenever the falling edge or the trailing edge of the PWM pulse comes, that is going to trigger the monostable multivibrator. So once it is triggered at the falling edge, this is the falling edge, once it is triggered, a new pulse is developed by the monostable multivibrator. So even here you can see falling edge and a new pulse is developed. Here also you can see falling edge and a new pulse is developed. So whenever the falling edge comes, we are going to develop a new pulse by a monostable multivibrator. But in this last waveform you can see that the position of the pulse from its origin point is varying. Position of the pulse from its origin point is varying. Origin sampling point is varying. Now that variation is according to the variation of the modulating signal. That is, whenever the signal is going more positive, the pulse is going far. And whenever the signal is going more negative, the pulse is coming near to its origin point. So that is how there is a variation in the position of the pulses according to the instantaneous value of the modulating signal. Therefore, this output of a monostable multivibrator can be called as pulse position modulated output or your PPM output. So here we are going to first generate PWM, and from that we are going to generate PPM. So this is how your PPM generation is done.